Researchers at the Chalmers University of Technology will put their driverless Volvo FH16 to the test this week at the Grand Cooperative Driving Challenge, a collaborative competition that pits autonomous vehicles from various universities against one another. But the Chalmers team has taken a different approach to the self-driving vehicle, making the FH16 to be more like an animal than a technical system. Because, as they say, biological systems are the best autonomous systems we know of. At least for now. All of the information that the truck pulls in from the sensors and cameras is converted into a format that resembles the way in which we and animals interpret the world via our senses. This enables the truck to adapt to unexpected situations in its basic design. Instead of just one large program with dedicated functions for all conceivable situations, the team is working on small behavioral blocks that aim to make the truck react to various stimuli just like an animal. Their software is called OpenDLV, or Driverless Vehicle, and it's being developed as open source code. The group hopes that the researchers around the world will join their project by running and developing the software in their own vehicles. Got it! Under a contract valued up to $425 million, Lockheed Martin will provide the US Navy the latest advancements in sonar systems for the Mk-48 Mod 7 torpedo. The deal is part of a 5-year effort to increase the amount of heavyweight torpedoes for the submarine fleet. So just how many are we talking about? Well, more than 250 when all is said and done. The guidance and control systems will give the torpedoes better targeting and tracking capabilities. It will also provide advanced countermeasure capabilities. Most of the work will be performed by Lockheed's employees in Marion, Massachusetts, and the Santa Barbara, California-based Channel Technology Group will provide the acoustic arrays. I mean, 250? That is a lot of firepower. Got it! So most of you know I flew to Orlando last week for Rapid 2016. And while I saw some great new technology, it also gave me my first shot at a fashion show. It was actually pretty fun to watch the crowd and play a little game I called Engineer or Fashionista. It was not a difficult game to play. I mean, look at this guy. This guy's in stilts. He knows what he's doing. French 3D printing service bureau Sculpteo sponsored the event, and after I saw this model walking the trade show floor before the event, I couldn't miss it. That's a Nuke Whiprex Spider Dress 2.0, a 3D printed bodice with spines that are activated by motion sensors. Just gave me the swiftest rejection I've ever had. I was just passing her, and it lunged at me. Lunged. The Virus collection from Anastasia Ruiz was the first to hit the catwalk. The garments were 3D printed by Sculpteo, and the designer said she wanted to use her collection, which was inspired by cells, as a metaphor for the world today, a world that is constantly evolving and adapting. Denise Peleg's collection was next. The designer was inspired to create pieces that could be printed at home on a consumer 3D printer, and it boasted more color than any of the others in the show. It's just a bit more cheery. Next up was Rochelle Nan's collection that combined large 3D printing pieces that were added to fabric. And finally, Sabina Saga's collection hit the stage. It was a mix of fabric and 3D printed parts. Her all-white collection shows how intricate designs can be designed and then printed. She almost had near-future wedding dresses. It also showed how they have a little less give, because that was a tight-fitting mask. So like a tight fit all around. Well, as anyone is entitled to an opinion, I certainly had my favorite. Inspiring. We're showing it, right? Or is it just me here? The dress was inspiring. I'm David Mantey. This is Engineering by Design.